Namaste. Hello once again, everyone. Today's video is about alternative paradigms in research in psychology. It's very interesting to know how there are two important paradigms in research in psychology. I will explain this by sharing my screen. So, modern psychology focused on scientific methods. They said that we can measure and control only what we can observe. So they focused on overt behavior of humans. But how did this change? And there was another method called the interpretive method, which we are going to discuss now. And this focused on how complex human behavior and experiences is. And this method said that we have to give importance to the subjectivity of experiences by human beings. So, what is the scientific approach? The scientific approach says that we have to focus on actions which can be directly seen and measured objectively without any personal bias. And this method or approach also said that our behavior is governed by certain laws. Our behavior can be predicted in future and it is influenced by internal and external factors. Now, they said that anything that can be observed and measured can be controlled using scientific methods. So, for a large part of the 20th century, modern psychology focused only on observable behavior. They ignored personal feelings and inner experiences. Then the interpretive method emerged. Here, they said that we have to emphasize on understanding over the other goals like description, prediction, explanation, control, application, and so on. They said we have to recognize subjective interpretation of reality because all of us come from our own backgrounds and we have our own past experiences, our culture, and other factors which influence the way we think and behave, which again leads to our experiences. So they said that we have to value context and lived experience of human beings. And this approach or the interpretive method acknowledged complexity and variability in our mental processes, experiences, and behavior. This interpretive method became very relevant in unique and extreme situations like people suffering from external factors like natural disasters and people suffering from prolonged mental and physical illness. So that's when psychologists realize that each of us experience a particular situation in a different way and we interpret it in a different way. Though the situation is the same, we all are different. We come from our own backgrounds. So they compared this interpretative approach with the approach of an explorer. They said that and a psychologist which uses the interpretive approach is just like an explorer mapping unknown land. He doesn't have any fixed expectations and without disturbing the natural flow, he will observe and record whatever is happening in its natural environment. In the same way, psychologists who use the interpretive method carefully record and describe human experiences in natural contexts. So, this is about the interpretive method. I'll discuss this in detail in the class. It's very important to understand through experience and examples because these two paradigms are very important ones in psychology and it will help you to understand research, the two methods of research. So that's it from me for now. Thank you.